This is NCPNS Volume 3. I am your host, DTM, or Dan the Man. In this show, we hope to bring joy and focus into your life. So, I ordered you a calzone. I hope you can cover the tip. Today's headlines speak of litigation, and so do we. The National Park Service is being sued by local Yosemite fans over plans to extend human capacity at the visitor center and main attractions, claiming that the reconstruction and expansion of human services would endanger the very beauty they crave. Environmentalists have won this round. Naturally, the Park Service is appealing the ruling. This battle is also being fought at Denali National Park, site of our August Learning Tour. It's the humble green Park Service buses, our transportation, versus the tan toured buses, their transportation, run by the cruise companies, complete with boxed lunches. The Tans want to add more buses when already there's a veritable feeding frenzy at the sighting of even the humblest of marmots, not to mention the occasional fox, lynx, or grizzly. Boss is jockeying for position as the poor creature tries to graze or laze in peace. I don't think I'm resentful just because we're munching on PB&J, as they have packaged delights of unimaginable tastiness. No! I feared only for our furry creatures' well-being. Do you think they get famous Amos cookies in those boxes? Prepare yourself, Seattle, for a litigation battle of biblical proportions. In the secretive world of big coffees, some competitors are stooping lower and lower. Their shirt line, that is. Cowgirls Espresso, Mocha Girls, and Nade Latte, among others, are attracting their customers by dressing provocatively. Hell hath no fury, Seattle, like a suburban mother's corn. All of which raises the question why we buy what we need to buy. So why do you buy what do you buy? Is it because of scantily clad purveyors or well-dressed principals? Fair maids or fair trades? Oh, and be careful out there, guys. National Geographic says that, like China, the West Coast has tens of thousands more single guys than girls. Unlike Chicago, which has tens of thousands more girls. Darn. In other Chicago news, go Bears! The Super Bowl Shuffle is only days away and everybody's favorite underdog is ready to hit the ground running. The first 100 hours of Congress has passed and we take you on a special report with Mark Rosenthal in a special report we called The Other Side. Mark?
What's going on, everybody? My name is Mark Rosenthal. Welcome to The Other Side. And today we're going to be talking about Congress. It's the first time we got a Democratic-led Congress in like the last 8 billion years, and they decide in their first 100 hours, well, they're going to do everything. Change the world. And what do? Nothing. What do they have, 4 bills? Ooh! Boo, Congress! Shame on you, 1.5 plus 2/3 with a decimal point, 0.5 at the end. In fact, I've decided that in 100 hours you could accomplish so much, I tape myself. And so with that, I'd like to present to you the very first screening of Mark Rosenthal, 100 Hours of Greatness. In 100 hours, I could play 100 games of Madden. That's like winning 8 virtual Super Bowls. That's enough to take my kids to 8 virtual Disneylands. Go Bears! Woo! That's right, in 100 hours, I can play Knocking on Heaven's Door 300 times. In 100 hours, I could write 2 screenplays detailing the plight of the homeless people. One of them about how homeless people can get better in their lives and rise up and once again be productive members of society. The other one being about homeless superheroes defeating a crazed street musician. In 100 hours, I could wash all of these dishes 15 times. In 100 hours, I can open and close my Venetian blinds 572,000 times an hour. In 100 hours, I could grow and kill this chia pet. In 100 hours, I could reenact Shakespeare's entire first folio with these teddy bears. Alas, Horatio, I knew him well. Gabba gabba hey. I don't know Shakespeare. In 100 hours, I could relearn the entire French language on my iPod. J'ai un singe. Il est un grand singe. Quand ma singe est mal, let's just say my singe don't get mal. What could I do with 100 hours? I could do anything. I could climb the highest peaks of Mount McKinley both ways, twice. I could build a cams and cranks, an ancient machine to build a time machine to go back in time and fight people and injustice. I could create my own parking meter which would charge people by the hour. In fact, I could use a woolly mammoth sensor and detectors to do anything. Why, if I had 100 hours, I could shoot a quartz clock with an anti-static gun using piezo electricity and a quartz oscillator. In fact, in 100 hours, I could take a telephone and call millions of people and tell them that they should switch their long-distance company. For 100 hours, I could rule the world.
How?
In 100 hours. In 100 hours. I could go through the phone book and find out whose numbers changed from last year. Oh, Paul Kaiser. Second year in a row. Such a nomad.
Thank you, Mark. That was intense. The Nez Perce tribe of Idaho has begun to combat global warming by going to the root of the source, literally. In a business called carbon forestry, the native people planted 5,000 acres of trees along the Clearwater River. They plan to sell those carbon credits at the Chicago Climate Exchange. Go Bears. They will receive about $4 an acre, which is less than they get for cutting the trees and selling the lumber. We here at NCP salute you. For its part, the Bush administration has been active on the climate front, covering up research that proves global warming is real according to news reports. Iraq, now global warming, hiding the truth just doesn't pay. When are they going to learn what the rest of us learned in kindergarten, that just because you say you didn't pee in your pants doesn't mean you didn't? In interplanetary news, Sweden will be launching space tourists in as early as 3 to 5 years. Teamed up with Britain's Virgin Galactic, it will cost a projected $200,000 to put you into weightlessness for 15 to 20 minutes. Don't have that kind of cash? NCP's learning tours cost a lot less and often result in some weight loss, and the weight doesn't reappear in 20 minutes. Next stop, Ecuadorian Amazon in May. Good seats still available. Back to you, Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. That's all the news that isn't, and this is DTM for NCPNS reminding you we're always changing the world. Now let's do it intentionally. Go Bears!